Good morning. Welcome to Kila Chari Torah's daily review of Hilchos Pesach, the laws and customs of Passover for Monday, April 4th. We just finished talking about Kiddush for both Friday night and Saturday night, the first Seder and the second Seder, two very different Kiddushes as we discussed yesterday and Friday. After that, you wash your hands. You take a cup, you take a kvart, a washing cup full of water, you pour it over your hands. Some people have the custom to do. This is how I do it. I'll tell you how I do it. Pick it up with the right hand. Switch to the left so that you're starting with your right hand. 1, 2, 3 pours on the right hand. Switch it back to the right hand. Pour on the left. 1, 2, 3 on the left, and then 99 times out of 100, 999 times out of 1,000. At this point, we make a bracha. You have to be very careful at this point. Don't make a bracha. This is a washing to make distinct what we're doing on the Seder night from all of the nights of the year. Usually, what always happens every Shabbos Yom Tov meal, you make Kiddush, you go, you wash, you eat hamotzi. It's not going to happen here. We are going to wash, but we're going to wash for the kind of hand washing that involves eating foods that are dipped in a wet liquid, which according to some opinions, not all opinions, according to some, you should wash your hands for, however, without a blessing. And we detailed that somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but we did talk about it in depth somewhere. So you don't make a bracha. You have to be careful. You have to put somebody by the sink and remind each other, don't make the bracha here. Dry your hands. Cut or take a piece of the karpas. The karpas is the springtime vegetable, which depending on where you come from in Poland, Romania, Hungary, Russia, Ukraine, whatever, could be parsley, it could be watercress, it could be Belgian endive, it could be an onion, it could be a potato. If you come from Russia, Ukraine, like my people do, and it was whatever was in the cellar over winter. So you take a piece of that, and you give each other less than a kazayas, a small piece, not a big piece. Dip the portion in salt water and say the bracha, which is said on vegetables, which come from the earth. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'adamah. Bless you, God, King of the universe, who creates the fruit of the ground. If you can, you should have in mind to remember the maror, the bitter herb, which we're going to eat later, while you're eating the karpas. Recline on your left side, eat some of that. The person who leads the Seder then takes the middle matzah, it's called yachatz, and breaks the middle matzah into two parts, placing the larger part aside next to his seat, maybe wrapped in a napkin, maybe hidden somewhere. This is going to be the afikomen. It's customary to wrap the afikomen in a napkin to recall what is written, where it says, the Torah says that the leftover dough they wrapped in their clothing. Exodus 12, chapter 12, verse 34, for those who care to check up the sources. Some people place it on their shoulders to recall the Exodus, how we carried the pans, I guess, out on our shoulders. Since the afikomen takes the place of a paschal sacrifice, it's most esteemed. And the larger portion, when you break it in half, there's going to be a larger and a smaller half. Take the larger one and set that aside. The smaller portion is put back on the Seder plate between the upper and lower matzahs. You uncover the matzahs a little bit, you lift the Seder plate, and everybody says together, Halach ma'anya. This is the bread of affliction that our ancestors ate in slavery. Now we're here. Next year we may be in Yerushalayim. This year we're not slaves. Next year may we be free. And that is that stage of the Seder. Okay? More tomorrow. Tune in. See you then.